I parked this BMW M4 F82 right in front of a Tesla charging station to prove a point. And it's very simple. This is the most efficient BMW M car you could ever get. And I'm gonna show you that even Teslas cannot compare to it. Let's go. But as always, friends, let me show you what we're working with. And I'll be 100% objective because this is my car. But I have some things that I like and I don't like. Now, looking at it from here, it's quite clear what the engine is. It's the S55 B-turbocharged, 431 horsepower, 550 newton meters of torque. Before, I adjusted it a little bit. Now we're running a GTS map with MHD, so it has 500 horsepower. It has the Venturi air intake, and it's rock solid. Everything on this engine has been done. I've changed the oil to 10W40, and BMW claims a fuel consumption of around 8 liters in a car that can literally outrun sports and supercars. This is a coupe, and it is one of the greatest M cars they've ever produced, and I literally mean it. All right, friends, as always, we are going to fill this thing up. It's so empty, it doesn't even show how much fuel it has. It doesn't even show what reach I could get from it. It's crazy empty, so I'm pretty much below zero, and I've been driving for this to reach this petrol station, and that's how I came to the idea. I thought, yeah, why not do a fuel economy test? I haven't done one with this car. However, let's turn it off. Let's reset everything. Come on, baby, come on. Here, reset everything, reach zero, everything to zero. And then how many kilometers have we been driving? Also 0. Okay, let's fill this thing up. Obviously, this baby only takes the good stuff, okay? So you could put in 95, but for what reason, right? It's really, once you have driven this car, you will start to fall in love with it so much that you don't want to even risk putting in some shitty fuel. In all honesty, it's such a beautiful car to drive. It looks absolutely phenomenal still to this day, and I believe it will be one of the BMW's legends. In all honesty, I think this will be one of the BMW's classics, legends, cars that will forever be marked as most beautiful and into the realm of legends. You know, it's just whoever designed this, I salute you, my friend. You did incredible. It's an incredible looking car. You know exactly how much goes in. 55 liters to the first click. Let's take it out. 98. Put it back in. Close that thing. Okay. Fuel economy test. Making me go bankrupt. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's pay. There is a Corvette, right? And I want to be honest, I really love that car. I really loved it so much until I drove one. It sounds cool and everything, but I can tell you one thing. If that is what the best of your supercars is, I'm afraid to tell you, this BMW M4 will rip the shit apart. And I'm talking track and performance on a straight road. Especially when you put some good tires on, good suspension. This thing is absolutely quick. I mean, I've made my experiences now on the Nürburgring. I've seen what they do, and this thing does a sub-7 BTG on the Nürburgring, which is insane, obviously heavily modified, but with 550 horsepower, okay? So BMW truly doesn't need a supercar. They already have one. Started, let's go. All right, everything is set to 0. I showed you. Tank is absolutely full to the max, and we have a reach of 611 kilometers. So let's see whether this is true. What's the strategy for today? It's actually very simple. Don't floor it, right? And I'm talking about don't even floor it over 25% of throttle. So we're letting the car drive off gently. Still to this day, the DKG is one of the best transmissions you can get. Look at that. It shifts seamless, no pause, nothing, instant, beautiful. We're driving 70 kph now, and it will shift into 7th gear. Right now at 70 kph, we're in 7th gear. So I set it to efficient, everything on comfort mode. We'll drive off around 110, 120. If it's 120, I'll drive on the speed limit today. And I haven't done a fuel economy test because I'm always rushing the last couple of months, to be honest. but I had a pretty good fuel economy driving 140, 150 kph on the German Autobahn, for example, even faster. So I'm curious to find out, but I think we will be way below 8 liters of fuel consumption. So let's see whether this is true. All right, friends, quick update. We were driving for 23 kilometers. Obviously, what else? There was traffic, terrible traffic, destroying the fuel economy. But look at that. We're currently at 7.3 liters. This is absolutely phenomenal, really. Yeah, I'll just continue the drive until we reach our destination. But 7.3 liters is just like, it's so dumb. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. I'm driving on 500 horsepower right now. 700 newton meters of torque. All right, friends, I want to tell you something about the BMW M4. As a car reviewer, or a very big car lover, let's say it that way, I have been in a fortunate position to be able to drive so many cars that it's absolutely insane. I have driven pretty much everything you can drive, all right? And there's a few details that just make this one of the best cars you could ever buy. Now, the first one, the main one, is reliability. There is nothing worse than being scared of driving your own car. I had that experience in an Aston Martin Vantage. I owned an Aston Martin Vantage, I sat into it, and every time I was driving it, I loved it so much, but I always felt like, God damn it, when it's going to brake, right? When is the clutch going to brake? When, etc., etc. I hate that. I want to sit in it, start button or turn the key, drive off, just enjoy it. I don't want to think about none of that. And this M4 is without a doubt one of the most reliable cars, M cars you can get. They are bulletproof. If you maintain them correctly, if you put the right oil in, if you do the intervals regularly and not 25,000 kilometers, just 10,000 kilometers, this will last forever. I know people 550,000 kilometers. One guy blew its engine finally at 700,000 kilometers. That's insane. This thing has 152. I bought it with 142 3 or 4 months ago. I don't even remember. I cannot stop driving it. It is so good. Okay, that's the first thing. Second, how well it's put together. Nothing sounds strange. You have a beautiful speedometer, analog. It's kind of the combination of an old vibe, right? Old car just brought to the present, you know. It's really nice to sit in and to experience it. But without a doubt, my number one favorite thing about this car is the performance. It's not just the performance in terms of acceleration, which this isn't really. It's not a fast car when you don't have a stage on to it. But once you put a stage 1 tune up to it, 510 horsepower approximately, this thing is just flying. 1.5 tons, it's very light. The gearbox is still to this day perfect. I think it's even better than the ZF automatic. Not more reliable, but better in terms of shifts. I put the GTS software on also with MHD. You know, there's just so much you can do to it. And it isn't expensive. You know, you can buy those cars for around 40 to 50,000. It is a lot of money, but it isn't expensive for what you're getting. It's truly a phenomenal car to drive. I really, really love it. I really like it. And I will even go as far to say that this is probably the best car I've ever owned. Can you believe it? 7 liters. I'm driving for 62 kilometers now. 7 liters of fuel usage to 100 kilometers right now. I bet we can even go lower, but I don't want to drive like really, really slow. So 120, 123 here. 1, 2, 3, right? Just driving a little bit. Yeah. Come on. Look at Switzerland during springtime. Beautiful green color. Beautiful sight. Gray, obviously, as always. Up, we are about to arrive, friends. 92 kilometers driven. It says 7.2 liters to 100 kilometers right now. So let's brake with the engine here, or since I have a Bilstein, let's not brake at all. Let's not brake at all. I don't know if the camera could show you, but I went to do that corner like fucking full speed. Oh my goodness. Anyway, The petrol station is right there, and we're going here to film a very cool car. So let's go and let's fill this thing up. According to my calculations, it should have used 6.7 liters to the 93 kilometers we have been driving. So whether this is true, we're gonna find out right now. Let's go and fill this thing up. Okay, it's the same as the one you saw at the other petrol station. Same, just at a different place. Okay, 98 like before. First click, I'm holding. Come on, come on, show me what you got. Today I'm a little crazy. Okay, stop it. 6.9 liters, 6.99, so 7 liters to 93 kilometers. 500 horsepower, okay. Tuned to the max, lowered, carbon fiber everywhere, even front splitter and so on. 7 liters to 93 kilometers. Now comes the little bit of commercial part, right? But I have to tell you that we are giving the car away, okay? I've partnered up with Race PM, which is a company that is producing a very good formula for car cleaning products, and I've decided to get involved with them because they're actually doing a phenomenal job and the product is very good. Now I'm giving the M4 away in a giveaway where you have to go to racepm.com, buy a product, and you can get the chance to win this. Now the reason why we're doing this is because I don't want to be involved in some sort of lottery. If you want to buy the product, you have the chance to win a car. Okay, that's it. I think that's the fairest option you can get. Nobody will ever give you that option. Everyone is selling you lottery tickets. No price for them to pay, nothing. I don't want to do that. I don't feel comfortable with that. Either you get the product that you actually need, or you get a car, or both. You know what I mean? It's very simple. So that's why we're doing it that way. Now, however, the result, in my opinion, is phenomenal. Okay, it has a slightly of a difference of maybe, what was that? Like 5%, right? So it used around 7.5 liters to 100 kilometers, which is absolutely phenomenal considering that this car is lowered, aerodynamically adjusted, and has 500 horsepower. So with that said, friends, thank you very much for watching. I have some stuff to do here at Remo Auto. God bless you and see you on the next one. Goodbye.